This is Zohar Pshat, day 119, and we are beginning the Zohar proper on Tes Vav Amud Aleph. After finishing Akdama, we should start Siyata Dishmaya. And Bereshis, that's the word in the box. Bereshis, Beresh, at the beginning, as we mentioned yesterday, there are those who learned as the Rosh Tevas, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, Rashbi. But Beresh, Horminus of the Malka, in the beginning of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, is giving permission for the world to be created. Horminus of HaKadosh being understood to be the Ratzon of the king. Not just permission, but when the HaKadosh Baruch Hu's Ratzon was to create the world. Gilufei, he engraved engravings, he carved carvings, Betirei law, in the highest Tara, of course, which is beyond our conception. This is the beginning of Yesh Mi'ayin. So the beginning of something coming from nothing. So obviously it's very high and beyond this. And of course in the Kabbalah Sarizal, in the Kisvei Rizal, this would be tremendous amount of writing about Atzilus and I'm sure before that, the Kadmon, etc. But we're not coming to make things complicated, but to make things relatively simple. And the first thing, it had to be a Butzina de Kardanisa, a lamp of darkness. Putzina is a lamp. Karnisa, there are many interpretations here. I'm going to the interpretation of darkness, and I would like to explain that this refers to Tzimtzum. Refers to Tzimtzum, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is constricting himself to create the world. And the way that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created that is, first, there had to be darkness. Because everything Kavyochel was light. Everything's light, nothing else can exist if everything is Or of Hashem. So the first thing had to be a lamp of darkness. And that tells us that darkness is artificial. The Rogachover has a whole discussion of this. It's brought down in the Rogachover Torah in Bereshis and the Hagos of, I think it's Menachem Elokasher's son who wrote the Hagos. But the first creation was Cheshech, not Or. Because everything was Or. Metaphorical Or, but Or. Everything was Gilui. That had to be a concealment. Things have to be concealed in order for there to be anything to exist. Because nothing can exist with the Or of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So therefore, HaKadosh Baruch Hu created darkness. A Butzina the Karni said it's artificial darkness. You have to constantly generate darkness. Because the Or of Hashem is there, sustaining everything. It has to be behind the scenes. So the scenes have to be generated. The Nafik goes sussing the stimu. And there came out in the hiddenness of the hiddenness, absolutely concealed. Meresha initially, the Ein Sof, from the beginning of Ein Sof. In other words, from the beginning of Ein Sof, where there's nothing other than Or Hashem. Kutra, smoke. Smoke is the darkness is nimshal to smoke, and smoke is a thick darkness, not a thin darkness. It's something which has to, like a smoke screen, has to actively and thickly conceal the light. A thin darkness wouldn't do any good. It's a real powerful darkness. Beguma, and then it becomes even material. By Yomesh Cheshech, like it says by Makas Cheshech in Mitzrayim. A tangible darkness. This whole world is tangible darkness, concealing the Or Hashem which is underneath. Night be'izka, and it's firmly embedded with a ring. In other words, it's there. If you remember the Ashel Harizal, right? There's the Igul and the Yosher, the Spheres the Igulim and Spheres the Yosher. So there's this like ring about which can't be, which is where the Tzimtzum takes place. And that ring is firmly held in place, that there should be impenetrable darkness, meaning that we can't getting beyond the ring, but getting beyond those things which hold the darkness in place is not possible. Now, if you learn Inner Space from Rabbi Ari Kaplan, which is the hardest book in the English language I've ever read, there you learn about how the Navi transcends Tzimtzum. by penetrating those levels of darkness, the various levels like by Leon Novi, by Hara Carmel, I forget what they are, the Aish, the Ruach, and the Rash, whatever they were. Not important for us right now. But there is a firm ring, a surrounding darkness, held in place, intact, which because otherwise the Bria couldn't exist. And even when the Navi gets beyond it, he doesn't actually get beyond the Tzimtzum, otherwise he would still cease to exist as well. On some aspect, he gets beyond the Tzimtzum. So, so it's Kutra, smoke. Guma takes form, form. Night Izka. And it's Lochivar, it's black smoke. It's not white. Well, actually, it's smoke. I shouldn't say it's not black because it says here. It's not ukam. It's not black. It's not white. Lo ukam, not black. Lo sumak, not red. Lo yorok, not green. Lo gavan klau. There's no shades in it. In other words, as of yet, there's no revelation. It's just, and it's not even darkness. It's not even blackness. Black is also something. It's just void. The smoke of void. Devoid of all color. Kad madi mashicha. Because Baruch Hu measures the rope. And again, this is, of course, very relevant. This is Kabbalah Rizal. The kav, which comes into the Tzimtzum. Then there's a ray of light, which penetrates the Tzimtzum of Igvain Lan Horbo. That makes the colors to illuminate the Tzimtzum. Okay, we've gone very far for the first day, but basically, if you're familiar at all with the Kabbalah Rizal, again, there's this first the Kosh Baruch Hu made this vacant space, and that vacant space is illuminated by this light of darkness, and only afterwards does he the vacant space is again a void. It's not even color black; it's just void, and then the light only comes afterwards. The differentiated light with the different hues, which represent the different hashpos. Now, of course, this is all metaphorical, but I think the Zohar is very explicit in using the same metaphor that the Arizal used. Arizal, I guess, got it from the Zohar. Okay, that's enough for tonight. Here's the show tomorrow.